Hi, I'm Tony Wagner, the Innovation Education Fellow at the Technology and Entrepreneurship Center at Harvard. I recently wrote a book called The Global Achievement Gap, which explores the new skills all students will need for careers, college, and citizenship in this global knowledge economy versus what's being taught and tested even in our best schools here in the U.S. This resulted in an extraordinary invitation from the National Board of Education of Finland to consult with them as they think about their comprehensive education system for the 21st century. I accepted because Finland is the highest ranked country in the world by any education standard. And I wanted to understand what is it that has gotten them this far and what might be some of the lessons we could learn here in this country. So join me as we take a trip to Finland to learn about their extraordinary education system.
The question that is oftentimes asked when we get visitors from other countries to Finland, why are Finnish students successful? In Finland, families value education. They think that it's important.
We offer the same system for all the pupils. No matter what their social background is, no matter what their parents do, and so on. So everybody gets the same, similar education.
We have a consensus about what we want young Finns to be after. We want to provide a broad citizenship for every Finn.
There is no one reason for Finland being on the top in all these rankings. I would say there are many mutually interactive factors.
Politicians, principals, teachers, universities have all understood that this is actually the only resource that we have in Finland that has to be taken good care of, the brain, the young people, the education. So these institutions have all aimed at the same goal, to be able to provide our kids with the type of education that are making them possible to compete at the international work market.
So how do you go about understanding a country's education system? Well, some folks like to start with the rules, the policies, the curriculum. My preference is to start with the students and understand their perspectives, and then go into classrooms. While we were in Sippo, I visited an elementary school, grades 1 through 6. A couple things stood out for me. First of all, the size of the school, small. Their schools, elementary, middle, and high, are much smaller than ours because they understand the importance of more intimate working relationships between teachers and relationships between students and teachers. Class size also tended to be smaller, on average about 20. But the other thing that stood out was in this particular lesson I observed, where students were learning about different sources of energy, both renewable and non-renewable, in second grade. But after they'd been studying energy for several weeks, the teacher asked them to write a puppet show, imagining that the power had gone off in their home, and then representing what would happen. Real-life experience, thoughtful concepts, and the arts integrated into one curriculum. What is your dream? What would you like to do or accomplish in your future? And it's okay if you say, I don't know right now, but it's okay if you just have a dream, just a thought about the future. What is it that you would like to do in the future at some point?
A Disney animator.
A Disney animator?
Yeah.
Okay.
Vet.
A vet?
I'd like to be an engineer.
I play ice hockey, so if I can't play in the SM League or so I like to own Coca-Cola.
All right.
Well,